Who would want to marry a girl like her? Those words echoed in the quiet corners of Ajukpo village, ringing in Shola's ears like a haunting melody. At just 18, Shola felt like an outcast, not because she lacked charm, but because of her size. She was big, bigger than most girls her age, and in a village where beauty was measured by slender figures, she was invisible. Shola had always been a source of joy. Her laughter was infectious, and her cooking could bring the entire village together. Everyone loved her storytelling. She could make even the oldest of tales feel new. But when it came to marriage, things changed. Why don't the men look at me? She often wondered aloud to her friend Tola. Don't let their words get to you, Shola. You're wonderful just as you are, Tola would reply. But Shola could see the pity in her eyes. It was true. Most girls her age were already married, their laughter replaced by the sounds of children playing, but Shola remained alone, watching from the sidelines as men turned their heads when she walked by. One evening, as the sun set and painted the sky with warm hues, the village gathered for a celebration. Shola stood at the edge of the crowd, her heart aching as she watched her friends dance with their suitors. The atmosphere was filled with joy, but for her, it was a reminder of what she could never have. Suddenly, she overheard a group of young men laughing nearby. Who would ever want to marry her? She's too big, one scoffed, making the others chuckle. Shola felt the sting of their words and turned away, tears welling in her eyes. Then, everything changed the night the stranger arrived. He was a tall man with wild hair and piercing eyes, cloaked in tattered garments. He sat by the village fire, captivating the crowd with tales of distant lands and magic. As Shola listened, she felt a flicker of hope. What if he could help me, she thought, her heart racing at the possibility. But before she could approach him, she heard whispers. That girl is too big. No one would want her, a girl said, her voice dripping with disdain. Determined to find out more, Shola approached the stranger after the crowd had dispersed. Can you really help me? She asked, her voice trembling. He turned to her, a knowing smile on his lips. I can help you find the beauty within, but there's a price to pay. What do you mean? Shola asked, her curiosity piqued. Embrace your true self. Go to the sacred tree in the forest and ask for its blessing. But remember, you must be willing to accept what comes next, he replied, his eyes gleaming. With a heart full of determination, Shola made her way into the forest the next morning, guided by the stranger's words. When she found the ancient tree, its bark gnarled and twisted, she knelt before it. I want to be loved. I want to be seen, she whispered, her heart racing. Suddenly, the ground trembled and the tree rustled as if alive. You seek beauty? A voice rumbled from the tree. You shall have it, but at what cost? I'm willing to pay any price, she replied, desperation creeping into her voice. The tree shook, and a strange energy flowed through her. Shola closed her eyes and felt the transformation begin. When she opened them, she was different. The weight she carried was gone. She had transformed into a slimmer version of herself. When she returned to the village, gasps filled the air. The men who had once ignored her now flocked around her, showering her with attention. But as the days passed, she felt an emptiness grow within her. One night, while sitting by the fire, Shola overheard a conversation that chilled her to the bone. She's beautiful now, but can she keep it? What if she loses it again? One girl whispered, and Shola felt her heart drop. Despite the compliments, she longed for something deeper, genuine love. Feeling isolated in her newfound beauty, Shola sought out the stranger again. I feel lost. I wanted to be loved, but this doesn't feel right, she confessed. You wanted to be seen, and now you are, he replied, his smile fading. But remember, true beauty lies in acceptance and love, not in appearance. Desperate to reclaim her former self, Shola returned to the sacred tree. Please, I want to be me again, she cried. The tree shuddered, and the voice returned. The choice is yours, but understand the weight of your desires. Shola nodded, tears flowing freely. I choose to be myself, no matter the cost. In an instant, she felt the transformation reverse. She was back to her original size, but now with a deeper understanding of her worth. When she returned to the village, the reactions were mixed. Some stared in shock, while others turned away. Yet Shola stood tall, embracing her true self. Then one day, a visitor from a neighboring village came to Ajukpo. His name was Tunde. He had heard stories of the beautiful cook who could bring joy with her meals. When he saw Shola, he didn't see her size. He saw her kind heart and the warmth in her eyes. "Can I taste your cooking?" he asked with a smile, breaking the ice. Shola, surprised, nodded. "Of course, but it's just simple food." "Simple food? I want to taste the magic everyone talks about," Tunde replied, and they began to laugh and talk. In time, Tunde found the beauty in Shola that no one else had seen. He admired her for her spirit and heart, not just her cooking. As they spent more time together, Shola discovered a connection that was deeper than she had ever known. "Why did it take so long for someone like you to see me?" Shola asked one evening, her heart swelling with affection. "Because you were hiding," Tunde replied gently. "Now that you're true to yourself, the world can see you." With Tunde, Shola found love. Not the fleeting attention she had once craved, but a deep connection with someone who valued her heart and spirit. Years later, as she looked back on her journey, she understood that true beauty lies not in the eyes of those who judge, but in the love we cultivate for ourselves and the compassion we extend to others. In Ajukpo, the story of Shola became a cherished tale, a reminder that acceptance and love start within, and that no one should ever feel less than beautiful just the way they are. End. Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy the video? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more. Drop a comment and share your thoughts. See you next time.